Okay, so today class is on kernel upgrade practical. I will show you how to do the kernel upgrade. Okay, so first for this you need to check the existing kernel version. Okay, so I will show you how to check the existing kernel version. Okay, go to the logon pad and open your system. Okay, so see, so kernel this existing kernel version can be see from SM51 in release notes. Okay, so you can see kernel 742, okay, and patch level 28, okay, and it is Unicode. Okay, so basically you need to, before downloading the kernel software that is SAP dependent and independent, you need to first of all see the existing kernel version. That is, here it is 742 patch level 28. Okay, so this is the one the way, and from SM51 you can see, and from another T code SMMS, go to SMMS, not SMMS, SMICM, SMICM, same, click on release notes. So see 742 release patch level 28. Okay, and you need to check system bit, you need to check the system bit also, and OS, Linux or Windows, and Unicode or non-Unicode. Okay, so before downloading the software, this is the second way. Third way, go to system status and click on this one. You can see in the below one icon is there, that is other kernel info. Click on this, and from here you can able to come to know the existing kernel version 742 patch level 28 Linux. Okay, so this is the third way, and some other ways is checking from OS level. Open the putty, log into your server, and switch to SID ADM. And here call disk plus work. Okay, so here all you can able to see Linux is the OS, patch level, Unicode system, 64-bit, 742. So these different ways. Okay, right? So now we will go to try to download the kernel software. So then open the marketplace. Okay, open the marketplace, support.sap.com or service.sap.com, and after that click on software download, and come to support packages and patches. Okay, yeah, so all the below 720s you can able to find in this archive, and above 720, so means latest one, so all the archive one will be present here, and the latest will be present here in by alphabet index A to Z. So expand this one, expand this one, scroll down.
Okay.
So yes, so the first letter is for kernel is K. Click on K alphabet. So now see, our system bit is 64-bit, right? 64-bit Unicode. So for non-Unicode, you need to select this one. Okay. And for Unicode, this one. SAP kernel 64-bit Unicode. Now, so what is our kernel, existing kernel? 742. Okay. So our existing kernel is 742. Okay. So I can't able to find here 742. Okay. Then what I will do, I will go back. We will check here in this. In the archive. Click on K. (64-bit). Okay. So see, old version, you can able to see 620. So these are no longer supported by SAP. So see, SAP kernel 742 64-bit Unicode. Okay. Okay, just click on this. I am not jumping to the latest version. So in the latest, I will show you how to apply the patch. I am showing you today patch, how to apply patch. So patch means this one. See, this is the version and this is the patch. Okay. So I am trying to enhance this patch level above 28. Okay. So now see, you need to download two files. One is dependent and one is dependent. So change the operating system here and select this one, x86 64-bit. Okay. So now you can download according to your wish. First, there is no sequence like first you need to download database dependent or independent. There is no like that. So now you can see when I selecting Linux, it is database independent. So database independent naming will be SAP EXE. Okay. SAP EXE. So our existing patch level is 28. So you can see in the top will be the highest. So when you go down, so it will come in the ascending order. Okay. Ascending order. Okay. So this is the SAP AXE 28. Okay. So you need to download what is the next after 28, 101. So I will download this one only. So I'm not jumping to the highest. So we see means carefully see what you're downloading. If you're downloading this one, it will not work. You need to download this one. SAP EXE some version .sar file. So I am clicking on it. So let me see, because in the previous batches I told. So let me delete from here. If it is there. Okay. Okay. So I am just clicking on this. So it will download to my local desktop. Yeah. So it is downloading. Now go up and now download the dependent file. For dependent file, you need to select as Oracle. So database means select your Oracle. So see, your DB has been added. So see, you have downloaded 101, right? So you need to download same 101 only. If you download other than 101, so it will not work. So this is the one you need to download. Okay. I'm clicking it. So it will download to your local desktop. Okay. Right. Now, now open the Win SAP. So now open the Win SAP and log into that server. Okay. So once it is downloaded, I will place in this location. Okay. So let it download. So now see. So now see. Okay. So now see, kernel path. I will show you the kernel path. So shortcut is cdexe. Okay. So kernel reside in this path. So if you want, you can make a note of it. SAP MNT SID EXE UC Linux x86 64-bit. Okay. So here I will call ls-ltr. Yeah. So you can see the list of, so this is all the kernel files. Okay. So this is all the kernel files which I need to replace. Okay. You can able to see. So these all the list of kernel files. Okay, right? So now see, once it is downloaded, I will show you. So it will take another couple of 1 minute. So in coming to the real time, so most of the systems will be in the Linux only. So for the Windows system, you need to do manually. So so you can do manually or you can use the command prompt. But in the Linux system, there will be no command prompt, right? So you need to do in the putty only. Okay. Yeah. So see, let it download. So what I will do, I will go one step back from this location and I will call ls-ltr. No, 1 minute. First, I will clear the screen. Why it is coming like this? PWC. There is some connection issue. What happened? Oh, 1 minute. Oh, somebody has. What is this? Oh. See, my student what has done in the previous batches. Oh my God. So they have pasted in the exe location. Oh my God. Oof. See what they have done. They have pasted this file, which is no use here. Okay. So see, they have done something wrong. Okay. So what I will do? Oh my God. So see what I told, kernel reside in this location, right? Linux x86 64-bit. Okay. Okay. So see carefully what I am doing. Okay. This is not the part. So I am trying to delete this one. This is not required. Okay. I need to take backup, right? I need to take the backup of existing kernel before applying the new kernel. Okay, right? Why these guys have copied into his location? This is not required. So what I will do? Okay. CP space -PR. And I will try to copy in the /SAP MNT slash EH7 /exe. Okay. Okay. So I'm copying this Linux x86 64 into this exe location. Okay, right? So I'm clicking on enter. So now you can see this file has been copied to this location. Okay, you can able to see now this has been copied to this location. Okay, so now what I will do, I will go to this cd USE. So this is not required. This they have copied to this location, which is not required. So I will go back and I will clear this directory and I will check. Okay, so I will go to this UC location. So right now I am to the UC location. So what I will do, I will delete all the files in the this location. because I don't require. Now you can see all the files has been deleted here. Okay. Now what I will do? So my kernel I have here in this location, right? Okay. So what I will do? I will copy this file to this location. Okay. Enter. So now you go to this location. So now this has been placed here. So ls-lt you can place here. Now you can able to see now it is fine. So previously they have placed the multiple files here. That's why I have deleted the old files. So this same file which has been pasted in the UC which is not required. That's why I have deleted those. Now okay. Now see, try to understand carefully now. What I am now this is the now I am starting the kernel upgrade. So try to listen carefully. Okay. So now you need to take the existing kernel backup. Okay. Existing kernel backup. One minute. Yeah. So this is not required. So this is not required. I will delete it because it will unnecessarily create the space here. So because I will also take the latest backup. So that's why it will take space. That's why I am removing this one. So this is not required. So now what I will do? I will go to cd.exe and I will come one step back. So now you can able to see this is the kernel. Okay. So now what you need to do? You need to take this backup. Okay. So how to need to take backup? cp space -pr file name space file name and put the date, put the today's date. So what is the today date? So today date is 11th November 21. So it is copying. Wait now. So now see, now backup has been done. So before doing kernel upgrade, make sure that backup is there. Okay, backup is there, right? So what is the location you have taken the backup? This location. Okay, right? So what I will do, I will create one folder in this location also. Okay, mkdir. So what is the kernel upgrade I am doing? From which patch level I am doing? I am applying the kernel. So make some name. Kernel 742 patch level. What is the patch level? 101, right? Now, in this kernel, in this newly created directory, I will copy those files which I have downloaded from marketplace. So go to WinSAP. Go to WinSAP. So this is your downloaded file. So this one is this one, and one is this one. Okay, right? Where one is this one, and another is 1 minute. So this is the one kernel file which I have downloaded from marketplace. Okay, right? This is not connected. What? Yeah, this is not connected. This got closed. No, this is the not. This is the one, right? No. Root host name. Okay, I need to specify the host name. Give your host name. Yeah. So now you need to go to that path. SAP MNT, SID, EXE, UC. Yeah. So this is my backup which I have created right now. Open it. Hey, what happened? Why this file is showing here? Oh, no, not this one. Sorry. Go back. Go one step back. Where is that? Not this one. This one. 742 101. So now copy this file. Upload. So now it has been copied. Go to this location and try to give permission. Okay. chmod -R 775, and I will put star. So inside one will also get permission. So it is in the root, so I need to go to the root. Okay. su no, ls-ltr. Okay. Go to that location. SAP MNT, SID, EXE, UC. So this is the one, right? chmod -R 775. So if I put search, if I put star, so inside one also will get. We can able to see got the permission. So see, read, write, execute also has been given to inside. If I put star, okay. Now Now give the what you say, give the permission. So give the ownership, sorry, give the ownership. So chmod chown -r SAP sys dot eh7 adm dot SAP sys. Okay, same. Now the second one. Enter ls-ltr. You can able to see ownership done, permission done. Okay, now go to SID ADM. So see, now you're into the SID ADM. Okay, now uncar this file. So in the interview, they will ask which file having more file. When you do uncar these two files, which file have more file? So database dependent file is always having more file. Okay, and independent file having less file. You can able to see. I will show you. So what is the command for uncar? SAP car
-xvf file name.
In the interview, see. So I have told you reverse. So always independent file size will be more rather than dependent file. So I have told you reverse. So I have told you reverse. Independent file size will be more and number of files will be more than dependent file. So roughly you can tell in the interview around 740 files or 800 files, roughly you can tell. So see, when I uncar this one, so it will be around 100. See, 27 files. Around 100 means less than 100. So it can be less than 50 or less than around 100. So in the interview they will ask. So you need to tell independent file size will be more and number of files will be more. And coming to the dependent, that is DB. So you can tell answer around 50 to 100. Not accurate they will ask. Approx you need to tell the answer. Okay, done. So now see, uncar has been done. Now you need to replace to the kernel directory. So you need to do restart of the system. Restart only application you need to do. Don't do database. Stop SAP R3. Okay. Okay, so it will take some time. So I will stop recording here.